What's up YouTube, You here, and today on this amazing day I will be going through Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution Duels 1 to 5. This will be there will be quite a few parts in this. I'm going to be going through all the duels in this, 5 duels in each part. I hope you guys enjoy these walkthroughs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video if you like this video, and let's get into it. By the way guys, if you have this game, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Let's get straight into it. So first, single player campaign, and we're going to start off with the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Now the first duel is the Duelist Kingdom. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh histories. The story of Yu-Gi-Oh! Begins at Domino High School, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey wanted desperately to learn how to duel as well. So our history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Starts with Yugi teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey as their friends Tia and Tristan watch. Hey Joey, Earth to Joey, it's your turn. Joey never really knows anything. He's always a clueless guy. Isn't he cute when he's thinking? Hey Tristan, Yugi's here teaching me how to play duel monsters. Dueling monsters? Tristan, if you don't know what dueling monsters are, you should be in this. Duel monsters, your Nimrod. They've been in it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of the game, but Yugi's like an expert. Of course Yugi's an expert. His granddad owns a Yu-Gi-Oh shop. Okay Yugi, it's time to duel. Now this first duel, as you just saw guys, will be Yugi as me playing Yugi against Joey Wheeler. Now the first duel is actually an introduction duel, so let's get into it. Wow, what a stirring intro. INF-N8 sure can spin a tale. Greetings duelists, I am IN4M8. That's a great name for a robot, I must say. Part of the virtual game simulator. I have been programmed to teach you proper dueling rules and best practices. So let's get straight and walk you through the basics. Let's get started. Apologies people. And walk you through the basics. In this scenario, you will be taking on the role of the legendary Yu-Gi-Oh! The question is, when does Yami Yugi get into this? Facing off against a not quite as legendary, this robot's taking a hit at Joey Wheeler. Now as you guys know, you start off with 5 cards in your hand. The first person that starts the duel in turn 1 doesn't draw the card, but after every other turn, second player every other turn, you draw a card. So now first, let's learn how to summon a monster. Monsters are summoned into the monster zone. Monsters can be summoned in attack position or set to the monster zone in defense position. A monster in attack position is placed vertically, and a monster in defense position is placed horizontally and face down. Let's set a monster. Select the dragon dwelling in the cave and set it to the field in defense position. So I've got the dragon dwelling in the cave monsters. They're both on the left side. So I'm going to summon one of them. Select the dragon dwelling in the cave from your hand. Selected it. Now guys, if you're using a PS4, I'm not sure about Xbox or Nintendo Switch, should be the same functions, but if you're using a PS4, arrow buttons obviously go up and down, and I'm going to go on set now, and I'm going to press the X button. Now the dragon dwelling in the cave is face down. Now again on PS4, I'm going to press the O button, the circle, and I'm going to end my turn. So now Joey summons Blazing Inpachi, or Inpaki, however you want to say, and he decided to attack and just took 150 points of damage. Now I draw, and I drew Call of the Haunted. Congratulations, you survived your first attack. You might have noticed that Joey attacked you and wound up hurting himself. Let me explain what happened. When a monster attacks a defense position monster, the attacker's attack value is compared to the defender's defense value. If the attacking monster has a lower value, the attacker's owner apologies, takes damage equal to the difference. If the attacking monster has a greater value, the defending monster is destroyed. So because his Blazing Inpachi had less attack points than the number of defense points the dragon dwelling in the cave had, he took the difference as damage. Next, we will play a spell card and trap card. These cards are played in the spell and trap zone. Spell and trap card zone are the 5 zones right at the bottom of the screen. Green spell cards can be played right away, but most can only be played on your main phase, MP1 or MP2. MP1 is the phase before your battle phase, and MP2 is the phase after your battle phase. You can also set it and activate it at a later time. So if you have Banner of Courage like I do, you can activate it straight away on my turn, but I can't activate it on his turn. On his turn I can only activate quick spell cards, quick play cards, such as Enemy Controller. So now select your Banner of Courage card, selected, and select Activate Effect. Done. I activate my Banner of Courage. Pink trap cards can be activated on your turn and during your opponent's turn, but you must set them face down on the field first. You cannot activate a trap card in the same turn that you set it, but you can activate it at any time after the start of the opponent's turn. Let's set your trap card, Call of the Haunted. So I select my trap card, Call of the Haunted, and I set it. So like the tutorial said, I cannot activate it straight away. I have to wait for the opponent's turn to start and then I can. Now let's get ready to attack. Let's switch the dragon dwelling in the cave to attack position. So now I'm going to go to the dragon dwelling in the cave, my monster on the field, and I'm going to switch it to attack position. Now as you guys see, it's got less attack points than his monster. Mine only has 1300 and his has 1850. So now I'm going to summon Nin Ken Dog in attack position. Summoned. Now all my monsters, because of my spell card Banner of Courage, all my monsters gain 200 attack points during the battle phase. So that means my monsters now become from 1300 to 1500 and from 1800 to 2000, and that 2000 can destroy his 1850, dealing him another 1050 points of damage. So let's switch to the battle phase and attack. Again, I'm going to press O on my PS4 controller, and I'm going to switch to my battle phase. Now my Nin Ken Dog attacks your Blazing Inpachi, 150 points of damage. If an opponent does not have any monsters, your monsters can attack your opponent's life points directly. Let's do this. The dragon dwelling in the cave attacks Joey Wheeler directly. 1500 points. No monsters left in the field for me to attack with, so I call it a turn. Now Joey Wheeler places one card face down, one monster face down. Joey doesn't stand a chance. Let's clean his clock. Joey, you best be wearing a watch, cause I'm gonna school you right now. You know what the time is. On this turn, we will summon another monster. Up until now, you have only used monsters level 4 or below. In order to summon a monster that is level 5 or 6, you must tribute one monster. So for level 5s and 6 guys, you got to tribute one monster, and for level 7, 8 and onwards, you got to tribute 2 monsters. Sending a monster on your side of the field to the graveyard to summon a high level monster is called a tribute summon. Let's tribute summon Gravy Crush Dragon now. So my Gravy Crush Dragon is a level 6 with 2400 attack points and 1200 defense points. So because it's a level 6, I'm going to get rid of one of my monsters. And I'm going to get rid of Nin Ken Dog. Tribute summon. There you go, my Gravy Crush Dragon. Oh, if you read the card description on the left screen guys, card description is right there. You got the card picture, Gravy Crush Dragon. You got its level 6, attack points 2400, defense points 1200, Now for those of you thinking what that purple circle ball thing there is, that's actually his attribute, and there right there you've got a dark attribute. Next to it you've got a bit of a creature there, that's actually a dragon. At the bottom you've got Gravy Crush Dragon written, that's the name of course. Then dragon, which is its type, dragon monster. You've also got sea serpent, warriors, beast warriors, so on and so forth. You've got plant, and then you've got a dash, slash sorry, and effect. So that means that this monster has an effect. If you've got nothing written next to it, if you've only got dragon there, then it's a normal monster. So now, its effect is, I can send one face-up continuous spell card I control to the graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that effect. Now I'm going to get rid of my Banner of Courage, so I can get rid of his face down card. Now, if you guys remember, I've got my Call of the Haunted Trap card face down. So it's past my first turn, past the turn that I summoned it, apologies, past the turn that I set it. So now I'm going to activate it. I can activate it and I can bring back my Nenken dog from the graveyard. Along with that Call of the Haunted Trap card, I'm going to chain my spell card Rush Recklessly. Now your team is only as strong as your weakest link. Therefore, I'm going to equip my Rush Recklessly to the dragon dwelling in the cave to bring it up to 2000 and 2000 attack and defense points. Now we're ready to attack. I'm going to switch to my battle phase. Now Nenken Dog attacks directly with 1800 attack points. The dragon dwelling in the cave attacks directly with 2000 attack points. Now finally, Gravy Crush Dragon attacks directly with 2400 attack points, and I win this duel. Sorry about that, Joey. What? A card that powerful totally wipes me out. Well, you stink at this game, Joey. You did, Joey. I just have better cards. My grandpa owns a game shop. Yep, we all know about Grandpa Moto. His grandpa is a legend, owns all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I get all my best cards from him. Yeah, your own game shop. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So now, because I beat Joey, I just received a card called the Furious Sea King. I just received Horn Imp, Battle Warrior, and 1770 duel points. Now these duel points, for those of you who don't know, can be used in the deck shop and battle packs. Basically, if you have downloaded Duel Links, it's similar to that. When you go to the shop there and you use your gems, it's the same thing here. By the way guys, comment down below, let me know if what Yu-Gi-Oh game you prefer. If you prefer the original Legacy of the Duelist, if you prefer the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, the new game mode, or if you stick with it all guys and you still play Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links. Let's get on with the second duel now guys, the heart of the cards. So now, as you saw the front picture, it was Kaiba and Yugi, which means I'm pretty sure Kaiba's gonna be in this duel. Yugi Moto. Gramps, could you show me my friends your awesome super rare card? Rare card? You mean my special card, huh? Now, for those of you who don't know, the special card he's talking about is actually Blue Eyes White Dragon. And this card, for anyone who's actually seen episodes, Duel Monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, you'll know that the special card, Blue Eyes White Dragon, was given to him by his friend. It was archaeological history, something across those lines. Ready? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. This card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in all the world. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He had found the card he was looking for. Name your price for that Blue Eyes, I can pay anything you ask. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. See now, old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store, The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now for anyone who knows, Kaiba actually has 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in his deck. So we're all wondering that Grandpa all just said that there's 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons. But if Kaiba has 3, then where's that last card gone? Let's find out. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, and it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he kidnapped his grandfather, and took him to Kaiba Corp. Well, Kaiba is on another level trying to get that Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa laying on the floor defeated. Let's just stop there for a second and understand what just happened. Seto Kaiba just kidnapped Yugi's granddad, and he's coming back from school as well. And anyone please comment down below how that makes sense. Well, how old are you when you're in school? You're like, I don't know, somewhere like between 12 and something like 16. Like, how is he kidnapping his granddad? Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa laying on the floor, defeated. There was obviously a duel that happened there. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I want to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson from the heart of the cards, but I lost. Now, if you guys can see the background right there, we're actually outside Kaiba Corp. If Konami sees this, please, it would be amazing if we could get a picture of actually being inside Kaiba Corp. If we could have like a duel there, it would be amazing. Grandpa, how's the old man feeling, huh? Kaiba, you sleaze, what have you done to him? We had a duel, that's all, with each of us putting up our most valuable card as the prize. But I guess playing against a champion like myself, oh, that ego was just too much simulation for the old fool. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. There's the 4th card, guys, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. Oh my god, no way. Kaiba ripped the final Blue Eyes White Dragon in half. That's why, guys, we don't see it in his deck. Now, if you guys didn't see it right there, I just went on to my user deck. Story deck, I'd be using Yugi's deck, but I'm jumping onto user deck. I'm jumping onto my deck. Now, I've got a list of decks here. These are actually decks you have that are all yours. You start off with these basic structure deck, which is from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Original series. Fusion structure deck, which is from GX. Pendulum structure deck, which is from Arc V. Synchro structure deck, which is from 5Ds, and XYZ structure deck, which is from Zexal. I'm surprised now Brains is not in here. There's no Link monsters here at the moment that you start off with. Now, that #1 starter deck, that's actually a deck that I've actually created myself. It's the first deck that you get. And that number 3, XYZ synchronization, is a deck that I've made. It's got a mix of XYZ monsters and synchro monsters. Let's go ahead and use that one when we'll get to how you summon XYZ monsters and how you summon synchro monsters. Yami Yugi versus Seto Kaiba. I'm gonna go with Rock. Oh, Kaiba got me there. So Kaiba chose to go first, which means I'm going second. Duel, draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1. So he places 1 monster face down, and he places a spell or a trap in the spell and trap card zone. Now, let's see. If I just show you guys my extra deck real quick, those 12 numbers, that number 12 at the end, that on the left hand side is actually my extra deck. You've got your fusion monsters in there, your XYZs, your synchros, and that's pretty much it. On the right, where it says 36, that's actually how many cards you have remaining in your deck. Now, as you know, you start with 5 cards in your hand, but because I've just drawn one, I've now got 6. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and special summon the Tricky onto the field. I'm gonna get rid of my, I'm gonna get rid of my Blue Dragon Summoner. Summon Tricky in attack position. And now I normal summon my Clock Resonator. Now if I'm right, from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Jack Atlas actually has this card with Clock Resonator, Dark Resonator, and he uses it to bring out his Red Dragon Archfiend, the most menacing card I've known to date. Now I special summon my Blood Mephist. Now this is actually a synchro monster. So for synchro monsters, what you need is one tuner monster, depending on the conditions. If you see this card right now, it says one tuner on the side. Right in the bottom on the left hand screen in the description, it says one tuner, one or more non-tuner. So my tuner is Clock Resonator and my non-tuner is the Tricky. Now my Tricky is a level 5, my Clock Resonator is level 3. That adds up to level 8, which means I have to special summon a level 8 synchro monster. And my level 8 synchro monster is Blood Mephist. Let's summon that out. So I get rid of them both, basically a tribute, and I summon it out in attack position. Now in a normal duel, you have 5 spell and trap card zones at the bottom, 5 spell and trap card zones at the top, and one of which is being occupied right now by my Blood Mephist. And then you've got 2 at the top right there, between on left and right of that MP1. Those are actually your link. You will get to link further on in the walkthroughs, further on in these parts. Keep watching, hit the subscribe button, and get notifications for when that link comes through. Now let's go ahead and activate Magic Mallet, my spell card. I'm gonna get rid of my, well, not get rid of, I'm gonna shift my Mechanical Chaser and my Nin Ken Dog into the deck, shuffle that deck up, and I'm gonna draw 2 new cards. Now I've got a Goblin Limburg and I've got a Gyroid, both of which I can't summon at the moment because I've already summoned a monster this turn, but hopefully I will bring out my Goblin Limburg next turn. And then because it's a level 4, I'm looking for another level 4 that I can use the effect and special summon as well. From there we can go XYZ summon them. Link, guys, you need to comment this down below. Do you say XYZ or do you say XZs? It's always you always have these arguments. Now let's jump to it. Switch to my battle phase and I attack my Blood Mephist and it destroys. Oh, it doesn't destroy. Kaiba's a sneaky one. He uses negate attack, so he negated the attack completely. Now negate attack, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Magic Cylinder even. Amazing ways of just messing with your opponent's mind. Now I activate the effect of my Blood Mephist. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each card your opponent controls. Now he only controls 1, so he's only going to lose 300. Small amount, still something. And he ends his turn with another face down card. And there you go, guys, that Magic Cylinder I was talking to you about. I'm going to set that now, so that when he attacks me, he loses whatever he's been attacking with. Now I'm going to summon my Goblin Limburg, my level 4 Goblin Limburg in attack position, and I'm going to use this effect to bring out my Gyroid in defense position. It only has 1,000 attack points, which is really low, so I don't want to be summoning that out. Now let's see if I can actually lure Kaiba with his monsters in. I want to use that Magic Cylinder, so let's see. I've got those 2 cards faced in defense position, my Gyroid is in defense position, and my Goblin Limburg is in defense position. Let's see if he goes and attacks, in which case if he does, I'm activating that Magic Cylinder straight away. For now, let's switch to our battle phase though, and the first card he's been protecting, so I'm gonna leave that one. It might be a lure as well, you never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack the second one. And now I'll call it a turn. Now for anyone who's actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, you will know that the face down card, if you're using Kaiba, the face down card is always the Ancients of Stone. And because you know when your opponent destroys that, you can bring out Blue Eyes White Dragon and then you instantly win the game. So I don't want him bringing out his blue eyes, which is why I'm not going to destroy that card yet. Now I activate the effect of my Blood Mephist as it's Kaiba's standby phase, and he takes another 300 points as defense. And okay, there you go, Aquam Adore. Okay, that's it, that's what I was waiting for. I activate my magic cylinder. Now he takes 1200 points. And he ends his phase. Okay, my draw phase, and I just drawed Blazing Inpachi. Let me know guys how you say that. Let's summon that in attack position. Now if you guys can see, I've got a level 4 Blazing Inpachi and a level 4 Goblindenberg. That means I can special summon, or how you say XYZ summon, my Kain Gorgon Anti-Manition Knight. This card should be illegal for the way it's been pronounced. Now you overlay, normally when you special summon a monster you tribute it and it goes into the graveyard. That's it, then you're done with it. In this case, when you XYZ summon, you actually overlay them. That basically means that the XYZ monster you summoned, special summoned, has an effect which uses the overlay units. Now I'm going to switch to my battle phase, and I'm going to attack with my knight, with my XE monster, and then I destroy his face down monster, Grappler, and I end my turn. Now Kaiba just drew a monster. My Blood Mephist is effect activated again. Let's see what Kaiba's got. Okay guys, you know what's happening here. Jerry Beans man has 1750 points of attack. I'm gonna summon that, and just like I showed you before, my Gyroid is also level 3. I've got 2 level 3s out, which means I can now XZ summon, and I XZ summon my Grenosaurus. If you guys can see on the left hand screen, it says 2 level 3 monsters. Those 2 level 3 monsters are my Jerry Beans man and my Gyroid. Now it's amazing because Gyroid is actually from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, if I remember. Cyrus Schuster with the blue hair and the glasses, he's the one that uses it. Summon out my Grenosaurus. Now Grenosaurus is it's an XYZ, so it's from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and Hasselberry, I think the name was, from Raw Yellow. He uses the dinosaurs. Switch to my attack position, and I attack directly with my Black Knight, my Black XYZ Knight, and I destroy it. And say, Kaiba, I destroy you, and I take revenge for the grandpa with Blood Mephist. You play only for power, Kaiba. That is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do. The results of the duel spread quickly, and the mysterious one-eyed man got news of Yugi's victory. We know who that one-eyed man is. Maximilian Pegasus. It seems Kaiba boy had been defeated in a duel. I must learn more about this Yugi Moto. Apologies guys for that horrible accent I just did right there. Apologies. Please forgive me. Trapmaster, Gyakuteno Megami, La Jin, the mystical gene of the lamp, and I just got 1426 more duel points. Now these duel points are actually, they are used to open packs in a card shop. You need 2000 for each one. You open a pack, battle pack, and then you duel 5 times. If you duel those 5 times, you get more points, so that allows you to open more packs. But if you don't, and you just leave halfway or don't even duel at all, then you only get half the cards you want. So now we've got Joey Wheeler versus My Valentine. Let's get to it. This time, use the deck again, and I'm going to switch to my Pendulum Structure deck. This time I'm gonna go with scissors, and I win. So I'm gonna go first this time. I prefer going second just because it allows you to draw a card and you're the first person to attack. So now I'm gonna activate Reinforcement of the Army. Hopefully I can get something across the lines of Marauding Captain or Goblindenberg or something. Let's see. I can actually go for Marauding Captain, perfect. I add it to my hand, and now I summon my Marauding Captain in attack position, and I'm going to use its effect to bring out, let's see what I can bring out. Bring out my Blast Magician in attack position. Now I can call it a turn there. Now my Valentine, we know she uses Harpy Ladies, Harpy Sisters, Harpy Queen like she just played. You know, you've got Elegant, Egotist. These cards are quite wary. You have to be quite wary of them. Now, if I remember correctly, Harpy Sisters is the most powerful card in the deck, and it has 1900 attack points. So let's see if I can bring out something more than that. Now I've got Shard of Greed. You've got Pot of Greed, which lets you draw 2 cards straight away. This Shard of Greed actually makes you wait 2 turns. You have to draw 2 cards first before you can activate it. So I'm gonna activate it right now. Then now I gotta wait 2 turns, and then I can send it to the graveyard and basically tribute it for 2 cards. Now I cannot attack with anything, and her monster's actually Harpy Ladies at 1500, which means I'm gonna have to switch my monster to defense mode. But before I do that, place 1 card face down. I placed down Justy Break. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack against a face-up normal monster you control. Destroy all monsters on the field except face-up attack position normal monsters. Oh, I do not have a face-up normal monster, so I'm going to switch that to defense position. Then I'll call it a turn. Main phase 1, and she summons out Harpy Channeler. Destroyed my Shard of Greed, which means can't get those 2 cards I was looking for now, and destroyed my trap card. Destroyed my Marauding Captain, and I just took 3100 points of damage there. That was not good. Oh, okay, this is a Pendulum monster. Flash Knight. I'm gonna summon this in attack position. It's got 1800 attack points. And now I'm gonna switch straight to the battle phase, and I will attack. Now I'm not sure if she has Elegant Egotist in her hands or not, but I'm gonna have to get rid of her Harpy Channeler. And I end my turn. Monster Reborn, an amazing card, amazing card. Oh, okay. Okay then, so it seems this duel is not in my hand. Just taking hit after hit in this. There you go, that's that 1900 monster. Harpy apologies, Harpy Dancer, sorry. Alright, I've got a level 4 Defender, the Magical Knight. If this card is normal summon, place 1 spell counter on it. I'm actually not going to special normal summon it. I'm going to set this and lure my Valentine in for a trap. My monster has 2000 defense points. Her highest monster has 1900, which means she's definitely taking some hit. And there you go, you lose 100 points. that's her card face down and she ends her turn. See, she's playing a bit of defense now. Okay, now I have to get rid of that Harpy Queen. I'm gonna summon my Judgment. Score more attack points, so hopefully the attack goes through. And she targets 2 cards in the field and destroys them. Brilliant. And as you guys will see, that is the first duel I am losing now. And that's a loss. So the one card I got is Hysteric Sign, and another card I got 839 duel points. Now we're gonna play that duel again. This time I'm gonna use my XYZ synchronization. So now I'm gonna do rock paper scissors, and I'm gonna go with rock. Guys, have a look at that. Have a look at my hand. Amazing cards already there. You drew a card. Activate the effect of a card. Nope, I'm not gonna activate nothing right now. So first, I'm gonna activate Fissure. Now with Fissure, I can destroy her monster straight away. Now I can normal summon my Blazing Inpachi. Cooler the Haunted is going straight face down. Now I've got 2 options here. I'm gonna actually activate Raigeki Break. Apologies, set Raigeki Break. And I'm gonna activate my Twister. So I paid 500 life points, and I'm gonna get rid of that face down card. Apologies, I'm gonna get rid of that spell card. Has to be a face up card. Now switch to my battle phase, and your opponent, there you go. Have to end my turn, cannot do anything about that. Your opponent drew a card, activate effect of a card. Nope, I'm good. So she set 1 monster face down and ended her turn. Now I draw. Now I'm gonna summon my Ninken dog. Now I'm gonna activate the effect of my Raigeki Break. So I'm gonna discard my Magic Mallet and destroy that face down card. Now I've got an 1800 attack monster and an 1850, which is overall about 3650. So I could go ahead and attack her directly, but if I do that, I know she has a Harpy Dancer, which is 1900. So I don't want her bringing that out, because that's about 1900 attack points. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out. I'm gonna XZ summon my Gem Knight Pearl. So I'm gonna get rid of my Blazing Inpachi and my Ninken dog. Summon it over in attack position, and now I will attack directly. There you go. And now I end my turn. Again guys, I'm going to switch to my battle phase, and I'm going to attack straight with my monster. And just destroyed both my cards. I'm going to switch to my main phase 2. I'm going to set my warrior returning alive, and we'll call that a turn. Okay, so she had no cards to put out this turn, but her spell and trap cards have been the ones that have been rubbing it in my face. So I'm gonna summon my blue dragon summoner now in attack position, and I'm gonna go straight for an attack. Straight direct attack. 1500 points. Come on guys, we've got this. We're over, I think, just over double than her. Come on. Perfect. I'm gonna summon my clock resonator. 3 plus 4 is 7. So let's bring out a level 7 synchro monster. I bring out my scrap archfiend. Now I've seen all the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's episodes, but I've never seen that synchro monster scrap archfiend before. So comment down below in the description. Let's comment down below guys, and let me know where in the series is that card ever been used. Now I want to activate the effect of blue dragon summoner, and I'm gonna bring dark blade to my hand. Switch to my battle phase and straight attack with scrap archfiend. And now I end my phase. So as you guys saw, she had nothing to do there, which means that face down card must be pretty useless as well. So I'm gonna go straight for a direct attack, and I win. I just earned Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants. Guys, that card is amazing. That pack is amazing. Those are the ones that contain the god cards. I got Harpy Dancer, Cyber Shield, Shadow of Eyes, and almost 2000. Wow. Well, I got 1946 duel points, almost 2000. Almost enough for a battle pack. Final duel guys, attack from the deep. And that will be it for today then. Smells good, and I bet it tastes even better. What makes you think those fish are yours to eat? Hey, trust me, we eat first and ask questions later. Your stomachs will thank me. Joey ran down. There you go, Mako Tsunami. Let's jump straight into this. Again, I'm going to use my XYZ synchronization. That deck has never failed me. And I'm gonna pick scissors and I defeat you. I'm gonna go second. Now guys, one thing to keep an eye out here is that Mako Tsunami has a monster, his favorite monster, and it can only be activated, it can only attack someone only if he has a field spell. So we need to get rid of his field spells. Now, I've got an amazing plan here. I'm going to summon my Marauding Captain, and I'm going to now special summon my Twin Barrel Dragon in attack position. Along with it, I want to activate Twin Barrel Dragon's effect. If I get 2 heads, I destroy his monster, but because I only had 1 head and 1 tail, the plan didn't work out. But I still got a backup guys, let's go. I'm going to special summon the Tricky by destroying my by sending my Ghouls, the emissary of darkness, to the graveyard. Now I'm going to summon out the tricky in attack mode. Now let's switch straight to the battle phase. Twin Barrel Dragon attacks your Great White. Marauding Captain attacks you directly. They're tricky. Attack! Guys, that went brilliantly. That plan definitely worked out. They were just under 4,000, I think, points there. You know how it is. Play School of the Haunted face down. We've seen that card before. Bring out Marauding Captain in attack position. And now I'm gonna summon. Apologies, I'm gonna straight to my battle phase actually. Just because if I special summon a monster such as an XYZ or a Synchro, I'll be dealing less damage. So I'm gonna switch to my Twin Barrel Dragon and attack his face down monster. Marauding Captain attacks directly. Marauding Captain number 2 attacks directly. And the tricky attacks directly, and ooh, Mako Tsunami just lives. Now he didn't manage to summon anything, and that face down card, I highly doubt it's gonna be anything good. So guys, let's just straight get into it. I'm gonna activate my Call of the Haunted, and I'm gonna bring out my Ghouls, the emissary of darkness. Now let's just have a bit of fun. I'm gonna special summon my Grenosaurus XYZ monster. So I'm gonna overlay both my Marauding Captains and XC summon the most dangerous dinosaur I know, Grenosaurus. In attack position. Place that over there, you know, just because it's a bit special. Switch to the battle phase, and Grenosaurus, since you're up front, why don't you go for the direct attack? And there you go. Another easy win, guys. Let's go. What a grand duel. I salute you, my friend. My friend, I salute you too. This victory was not easily won. You're a great duelist yourself. New card award. Giant Red Sea Snake. I got Great White, Tornado Wall, and again 1,967 duel points. Guys, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be bringing out a battle pack opening video soon. So guys, that was the duels 125. We had Duelist Kingdom, Heart of the Cards, Ultimate Great Moth, Harpy Lady, and Attack from the Deep. Let me know, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, get down in the comments. I want you buzzing all that up. Let me know what you think of this video. Thank you guys, and I will see you again. Also, go jump on Discord, go on Twitch, I'll be on there soon as well. Thank you.